So now we're ready to start editing our video. This is going to be kind of a long video, even though I'm only going to go over the basics because I want everyone to be able to understand all these different things, and they all kind of relate to each other. And I don't want to make a bunch of separate videos and then have someone watch the audio video and miss out on some important information that was mentioned in the text video. So we're just going to make this one long video. I will try to put some kind of caption or notification that tells you where each individual section starts. So the first things that we need to know are as follows. This section right here is where all of your media, text, audio, transitions, and backgrounds and stock media will all be located. This section right here is where your video will play. So as I click right here and I press spacebar, my video footage will happen and occur over here. Down here is our actual workstation. This is where we are going to do all the video editing and effecting in this area. One piece of information that's really important. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner, it says all changes are saved. WeVideo acts a lot like Google Drive in that if I'm working on a Google Doc, it will save it for me. WeVideo will save your video work for you. You don't have to go to File, Save. As you make changes and edits, those changes and edits will be saved. The other cool thing about WeVideo is that you can access this project from any device. At school, if you upload your footage to a Mac computer, you can only access that footage on that Mac computer. WeVideo is an online program, so once I upload my footage to this online program, I can access that footage anywhere I can go online. So I can go to my grandma's house and work on WeVideo from her computer. I can come back home and go on my Chromebook. I can even go on my phone and I can edit using the WeVideo app. So all of our footage and all of our edits are going to take place in this area right here. We're going to start the editing process, but like I said, we're only going to do the really simple basic things for right now. I'll make other videos for some of the more complex tasks and skills that we can use. In Shamrock News, we always start with our text and our title. So I'm going to click up here right next to my media. I'm going to click text and title. If I go to this left-hand side, I'll see that there's a menu and it says motion, static, in season, and callouts. If I click on motion and I click one of these titles, it will show me what that title will look like. The motion means that the title is going to do some kind of transitions, the text might move, there's going to be some movement in the title or the text. So if I click on this one right here, you see the box drops down, the text slides in, and then the box wipes away all the text, okay? So that is something that we're going to look for if I'm in my motion area. Static just means that the text is going to stay in one place. Static might be useful if you're making subtitles, you have a project card, you're gonna do some end credits, that's when you might use static. In season, these are all normally related to some kind of holiday or event. Now, that one's called Halloween Party. I can change the text that says Halloween Party, but the bats and the pumpkin, I can't change that. So they have Thanksgiving, they have graduation, they have Mother's Day, they have all kinds of stuff like that. There's also callouts, and these are primarily going to be used as B-roll or to go on top of different media. I will make a different video later explaining those. We're just gonna start with our basic first title that introduces our video. I'm gonna go back to motion and I'm going to click on, let's see, which one do I want? I think I want this one. So once I have my video, ooh, I like the stars, I have the primary text, all looks great, okay? I'm gonna click on this and I am going to click and I'm going to drag this down to video 1. You'll see that we have 3 sections right now. We have video 2, video 1, and audio 1. Right now we're just gonna focus on video 1. So video 1 is where I'm going to put all of my video media. Audio 1 is where I'm gonna put any type of music or sound effects, okay? So I have my title. Once I'm there, you'll see that I have this cursor right here. If I press spacebar, that cursor will move. Once I press spacebar, the cursor will stop. As soon as you press spacebar, your video will play from wherever this cursor is located, okay? At the end of my video, you'll see that if I hover my cursor, there is a two-way arrow. If I click and I drag to the left, my video will get shorter, and you can see that now it's 4.16 seconds long. If I move it to the right, my video will get longer, and now it's 8.24 seconds long. Then I can drag my cursor back to the beginning, press spacebar, and I'll see what my video title looks like. When I'm ready to start editing the title, I can double click. Now, there is some stuff I can do. I can do some rotating, some scaling, some flipping, all of those kinds of things. I don't want to mess with that right now. I'm going to go into the top left-hand corner where I have a speech bubble, and I'm going to click on that. And now, primary text. This section, primary text, anything I type there will show up where it says primary text. So I'm going to click on this box, and I'm going to write Mr. Dix's goal setting, because we're going to do some goal setting stuff. So, Mr. Dix's goal setting, and then down here in my secondary text, I'm going to write chicken and water. Okay? I can change the font. If I go to existence, I can just go and change the font to whatever I want. I'm going to use Bear Paw. And then over here, instead of cabin, I'm going to use, let's see. How about Pro Mesh? Sweet, looks awesome. I can also click on this manual, and then I can change the size of the font myself. Okay, I don't want to get too big because then the font's going to go outside of my box. So I'm going to click right there. Maybe I'll just go back to auto. This manual, I could go up to maybe like 75. But once again, it's going to get kind of lost in that box. So I'm just going to go back to auto and have it get shrunken down to where I want it. Sweet, I love that. I can also go to color palette, and I can change what colors I want things. So I can go black, and then, let's see, this, wherever it's black right now, I'm going to make that like a neon pink. Where's my hot pink? I love me some hot pink. Hot pink, and then this blue, I'm going to turn into a black. Yo, look at that. And then go to save changes. Move my cursor back to the beginning. If I press spacebar, the stars come out. Mr. Dix's goal setting, chicken and water. Let's go. That looks great. Sweet. So now I can move my cursor back. And if I go back up here, if I go to audio, I can start adding music or sound effects. There is free music. I can click on that, and then all I have to do is click on one of these. Click on that pause button or press spacebar, and it will stop playing. And these are all sounds and songs that I could use if I had a free account. Now, we do not have a free account. We have premium music. So we can choose what kind of mood we want. There's cheerful. So I can double click on the cheerful folder, and I can double click on energetic. There's feel good. There's sentimental. And there's suspenseful. I'm going to go to feel good because I want to feel good. Not that one though. Ooh, that one's cool. So now I can click on this. Same thing I did before. I'm going to drag it down, but instead of going to video 1, I'm going to drag it down to audio 1. And now if I press spacebar, I actually want my title to end right there because I think it's going to look cool if it changes with the music like that. If you look right here, there's a volume bar, and I can move this from 100% down to like 74%, maybe even like 45%. Awesome. So now I have my video, I have my audio. Also in audio, we have sound effects. So there's all different kinds of sound effects that you could use. You could click on animals and you could get pigs. And you'll get 30 seconds of pig sounds. There's nature sounds, there's people sounds, there's weather sounds and traffic sounds. There's all different kinds of sound effects, and they work the exact same way. You just click on whatever sound effect that you want. So maybe you want it to sound like church bells, and you just click and drag that, and you would just drag that down to audio 1. We're not going to mess with any of the sound effects right now. Now I can add a transition if I want. And so there's all different kinds of transitions. There's a burn transition, there's a slide transition, a direction wipe. These transitions have to go between two different kinds of media. There's our standard transitions and our additional transitions. And what I mean when I say it needs to go between two different types of media, it has to go between two different video clips, a video clip and a title, a video clip and some stock media. It has to go between two different types of media. So I'm actually gonna go right here. I kind of like this rainbow idea. So I'm gonna take this rainbow and I'm gonna move it right to the end of my video title. And I'm just gonna overlap that title. And then when I let go, it's going to create a transition right there. So I can move my cursor, press spacebar. Boom. And now I have that transition, okay? One thing that is important to know, Command Z is how you undo things. So if you mess up, just like in a Google Doc, Command Z on a Mac will undo, Control Z on a Chromebook will undo. Okay, so I can just move this down if I don't like it, Command Z, and I can try a different one, maybe horizontal 3. I can just try a different one. Maybe I want to do this parasol, and I click on that, move my cursor. Awesome, that parasol totally works. We have our text, we have our audio, we have our transitions. The next thing that you can add is your media. I'm gonna start by clicking on my video footage from me in my room that I recorded just in that other video about uploading video footage. And I can just go ahead, press spacebar. One goal that I have for 2021 is I want to create a brand new chicken watering system. Now, a couple of cool things about this. If I move my cursor around, you can see right here that there are these white scissors. If I click on those white scissors, it will split the clip right where I want it. So I can move them again, and if I click right there, boom. I can also move this, make sure I click on this clip, and if I just press S, it'll also split the clip. If I have this clip highlighted and then I press S, it will split the clip at that cursor point. Wherever your cursor is, that's where the clip gets split, but you have to click on the clip that you're trying to split, okay? I'm gonna Command Z all of that. So I'm gonna press play. One goal that I have for 2021 is I want to create a brand new chicken watering system so that I don't have to go out and I don't have to fill up their water every single day. Awesome, sweet. So I can go ahead and now what I can do is I can press S right there because I want to split this clip. And now I can actually take this video footage right here and I can drag this other clip down in between. I'm gonna click insert and push. And now it's gonna look like this. So when I go here, and I don't have to fill up their water every single day. And now it cuts to a video clip of me filling up their water. Miss Welker and I have 20. If I want to, I could add a transition in between each of these spots. So I could add a transition right there, and I could add a transition right here, and now it's gonna look like this. Sweet. So I have my titles, I have my transitions, I have my audio, I also have my video clips right there. The other thing that we have is we have stock media. This is really, really cool. So for stock media, I can go and say I want to just type in chickens. Look at all these chicken clips that show up, and I can just drag this down, and now in my footage. So stock media is free video footage that you can use. So if you're like, hey, I want to be a good basketball player this year, type in basketball. And now you can look at, see this basketball clip, you drag that in. Okay, if I want to be good at anime and draw better anime, I can click anime and all different kinds of manga and anime characters pop up. If I want to be a better singer, I can click on this girl singing with the microphone. That's a stock footage I could drag down there. I could also do everything from cooking food. And then I can just drag those clips down. And then it cuts to that footage of cooking food. So there you have it. For this specific, simple, basic video, we've talked about stock media, we've talked about our media and how to split clips, we've talked about the text and titles we could use, the audio and sound effects, and transitions. So start playing around with some of this stuff and then check the other videos when it's time to figure out how to use B-roll and how to use our background and do some of the other editing techniques.